Previously on The Plot Thickens.
You keep this up, Doyle, and you'll be my personal one-on-one squire.
Are you saying Sir Ector and Sir Penn ain't real knights?
But we all can see the difference between this crew and that crew, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, Doyle?
I don't want to have to save another maiden from another tower again. What again?
Yes, Sir Penn, I'm very aware of how heavy a swooned maiden can be. Unfortunately, I fear that you are being taken advantage of, Sir Penn. The king's sister, Morgan Le Fay, half-sister, actually, so that will be important later, is going to be making a visit, and we are in charge of the preparations and, more importantly, the security while she is here.
With this portraiture of her, this is what she looks like.
And now that I've gotten a good gander at this image here, I think I probably could help.
Yes, well, Sir Cullen, we're actually going to have you in charge of her son, Mordred.
No.
I only ask that you keep in mind that he is, in a very technical sense, the current heir to the throne.
Just mean I get a sword and a shield in case she does magic that I need to chop and or block.
Hello, one and all. Welcome back.
Hey.
This is an episode of The Plot Thickens. This is the serialized, narrative, long-form, episodic, telling a tale kind of improv format that we do ideally every other episode, but sometimes sometimes it's life and scheduling. So we are back. We are portraying the Municipal Knights. To refresh your memory, I am portraying Sir Cullen, but I am not a one-person show here. I am joined by Cody, who is portraying
Doyle, the Squire Doyle. He's great.
I am also joined by Jess, who plays the part of
Or Sir Penn. Also, it is who I am. Every time we're gonna make it so it's more difficult to understand what I'm saying.
Is this Bernie Sanders now? And John, who is our fearless leader,
Sir Ector, foster father of King Arthur, biological father of Sir Kay, a knight of the Round Table, and leader of the Municipal Knights.
and with
Official
that said,
table name TBD.
Isn't it a little weird that the first thing he says is that he's the surrogate father or whatever, the adopted father for King Arthur, and then he mentions his own son?
Oh.
I mean, when one of your kids is a king and the other one makes 90% of the American population go, who? You go with the king first.
I know. And the guy who makes 90% of the American population go, who, was even in a fucking Disney cartoon.
That's
Yes.
right. He was
So-
that big meathead.
and with that, you're all caught up. So listen along as the plot thickens. Ector, thank you for agreeing to join me in confidence here.
Yes, of
Around
course.
the little table that has the chess squares carved into the top.
Yes, of course, Sir Cullen. Is this about Morgan Le Fay's visit last week?
Not exactly, although I do want to get out ahead of it and apologize for losing the person that was entrusted to me, who I cared very much about and can remember the name. Certainly I can.
But you lost. How long did you lose Mordred for?
After 15 minutes or so.
After 50. So the entire span from 15 minutes after he arrived until the moment he and Morgan Le Fay left.
Yes, I nobly chaperoned.
2 days later. So
yes.
2 days they stayed.
I very capably and nobly chaperoned this individual for a quarter of 1 hour.
And so he was at large, unattended,
whereabouts unknown.
A potential enemy agent, despite being 12.
Potential.
For 2 days, minus 15 minutes.
Could have been worse. But there's something a bit more important that I wanted to talk to you about.
More important than a potential spy being at loose in Camelot for 2 days?
Yes, and honestly, I really didn't expect you to get hung up on that. It's rather unimportant to me.
He's an enemy spy. Do you have any idea what Morgan Le Fay has been trying to do for the past 20 years?
No. I'm fairly certain I hadn't even heard of them until we brought it up in our previous meeting.
She has vowed the destruction of Camelot. This was a diplomatic mission intended to try and dissuade her from that goal after all these years. A situation of détente thought up by King Arthur. And we thought it had gone very well.
Well, yes, they invested heavily in my shoe scheme.
You accepted an investment from Morgan Le Fay.
Well, when one is captain of industry, one must accept inflow, a cash infusion, if you will.
You are not a captain of industry. You are a knight of Camelot.
Right. Back to the point. I'm very concerned about Doyle.
You're concerned
very
about
concerned.
Doyle.
Yes, Doyle is but a lowly squire. Doesn't even have his own knight. He has to serve all three of us. You know, squires, they come and they go. They get exploded. They get eaten. And I really rather thought poorly of them. However, with all of this gallivanting about and doing things for the ladies of the court and fighting dragons and, well, I thought that I was locking into a contract with a very good squire that would serve me well. However, it wasn't until I overheard a meeting of the squires that I fully understood just how far above the rest Doyle is. And I'm very worried that he's going to become a knight and leave me.
Yes, well, that is a natural order of things, Sir Cullen.
Well, that's why I wanted a contract with him. I was hoping to extend it.
What do you mean a contract?
Well, as we've discussed, I have a contract with Doyle so that he will serve me and do everything that I ask of him. And it was for 8 months, I believe, which, boy, time flies. It's coming and going, if you know what I mean.
And perhaps, as you also recall, I discussed with you that such a contract is not allowable under your knightly oath, nor his squirely oath, and it was, in fact, null and void.
Well, we never took that to a magistrate or anything like that, or anyone of the court. You're just one man's opinion as far as I was concerned.
It's in the oath. It's specifically stated.
Is that the oath up on the wall there?
Yes, that's the oath on the wall there.
Oh, I always wondered what that was.
And I shall have no allegiance save my allegiance to the court and kingdom of Camelot and its standing monarch.
Ooh, you understand how that comes across as propaganda, don't you?
Proper what?
I don't know, it just sounds very manipulative and restricting.
Kind of like the bit near the end where you say, I enter into this oath with mine eyes open, fully aware of the commitment I make before king, god, and man.
Yes.
I swear that I have given this oath the full benefit of my faculties and discernment before entering into this pact, this covenant, this holy vow.
Rule of threes.
I'm sorry.
What?
That part is. What part of
Yes,
this
but
was vague or.
What bearing does it have on me?
You swore the oath!
Pretty sure I didn't.
You stood before all of Camelot and spoke these words.
When would that have been?
Let's see. According to your nightly record, it was May 25th of the year of our Lord 739. At 1 p.m., along with the other knights inducted into the knighthood on that date.
Well, I certainly do not recall. However, are you suggesting that that's legally binding?
I vow to hold to this oath until released by my liege or death. So
Very
help me
interesting.
God.
I'll have to reflect on that. So what about Doyle?
What about him?
How do I capture him and keep him as my servant forever?
You don't. You allow him to, should he prove worthy, be knighted, become a knight of the realm, just as we all did. And you clap and wish him well.
This is very disappointing, you know, Ector. Very disappointing. I talked to Kay about this, and he said you would say something like this.
Yes, because he understands the oath written on the wall here, which he also swore.
Fine. Fine. I'll find some other way of getting to where I need to be.
It's not such a terrible thing. We'll just, should it happen that he becomes a knight, we'll get another squire.
Well, if he becomes a knight, then I could promote to be like an arch knight or something like that.
An arch knight.
Yes, just something above him.
Do you know any arch knights in the court of Camelot?
Oh, no, there must be a desperate need.
That is because it is not a thing that exists, Sir Cullen.
Well, I suppose I'm far more of a pioneer than I ever imagined. I should have known. I should have known all along. I am exceptional.
I certainly take exception with you, yes.
Right. Well, I'll let the others know they can come in now. I told them the room was full of poison gas.
Oh my God.
It's all right. I've cleared the gas.
And so then she was like, no, it's my friend Trixie. I was like, I've never met her. She's a Davenport. Fuck the Davenport.
Fuck the Davenport.
Fuck the Davenport.
Fuck the Davenports.
Anyway, poison gas is done. Poison gas is cleared.
Oh.
It's very brave of you,
Oh.
Sir Cullen, to breathe all the gas in so we wouldn't have to. Appreciate it.
Yes, I have a stout constitution.
Did your
Maybe you say
head get a
head
bigger?
yours.
Yes, unfortunately it did, and I had to bring the carpenter to widen the tops of all my doors at home. Rather a nuisance. However, I do know that you shouldn't dull chisels.
Oh, you gotta get one of them special chisels. One of those Slice Company ones, a Slice Co. chisel. I heard those are the best ones.
Yeah, I thought they were indestructible. That's all.
Yeah.
Practically.
This ones they demonstrate in the marketplace.
Yes, cut all
My
manner
aunt
of
sells them.
things.
Oh,
what?
yeah, your aunt sells them.
My aunt
I'm
sells
like-
them, yeah.
Oh, I'm looking for another
She's-
one.
She's her own boss, you know.
What?
Sets her own hours and everything.
I heard the Slice Co. I heard Slice Co. is very. Oh, it's very cultural, right? Because it's based off of the ancient Egyptians.
Yeah. They're like a family.
Pyramid power.
A big pointy family.
Yeah. So if
Hey.
you want culture, Colin, you should get into some Slice Co. Get a Slice Co. chisel.
Yeah. Hey, if you sell enough of them chisels, they gives you a pink horse. Just all for your own.
Really?
Yeah. My aunt
Is it
says she's
fast?
super clever. Yeah. It's fast. It's stylish. My aunt is like this close to getting one. She just
Wow.
needs to sell like, I don't know, a dozen more. And have her friends sell a dozen more each. It's very confusing. I don't get it. She just tells me she's a boss, babe. No,
Wait,
and I appreciate that.
Doyle, say that again. She needs to sell a dozen, but all of her friends also sell.
Yeah. You said what I said. I can say the same thing if you want.
So there's
Okay. okay.
multiple levels. That's genius.
Yeah.
I need to restructure my shoe empire.
Oh,
You could do it at the market. You could have multi-levels at the market.
Could you imagine multi-level shoes?
Oh.
They've been really high platforming
Yeah.
ones, right?
Yes.
That sounds dangerous.
Now that's a scheme I can get behind. Doyle,
Yeah.
ask your aunt for some sort of business plan or something that I can appropriate.
Yeah.
Or perhaps she'd be willing
Okay.
to have a meeting with me to explain how it works.
Oh, like a business lunch. Business luncheon. That's what we say back now.
Yes, we can
business
rent out a
luncheon.
room at the pub and I can bring other interested parties.
I see no downside to this. I'll ask her right away.
Excellent, excellent.
Oh, man.
Well,
You're going to be the richest night ever. Oh, God, no, sorry.
Well, now that bit of business is finished, perhaps we should begin the meeting proper.
Ah,
yeah.
yes.
Oh, what are we calling it this time?
Well, the knights of this little chess table, I suppose.
Oh, so not very inspiring, but okay. I guess there's knights in chess and more knights.
You mean horses?
Yeah, though I haven't had a proper horse in a really long time.
What did I say? Why is it a horse? Knight isn't a horse. Knight rides a horse. Just food
I
for thought.
don't. I think it's technically is this. Oh wait, no, that's the bishop. Never mind.
Got to point
Sure,
out.
bishop was
I know
supposed to
that
be
one.
an elephant.
The bishop. supposed to be anything. I was going to say,
Well,
Bishop's
it's a
really an
strange
outfit.
calling.
yeah. I saw a bishop at church once. That bastard walked in straight lines all over the place, not a single diagonal. He lied to me. I'm very upset.
Yes, well, if we could commence the meeting.
Right. Yeah. Crisis of faith later.
Yes. So I was going to open with congratulations on Morgan Le Fay's recent diplomatic summit going swimmingly. It seemed as though we really put to rest the issue surrounding the untimely demise of one Lady of Shalott. It was, of course, Lancelot's fault. He is very sorry. And, we don't really know the rest of the story. But I'm sure with Lancelot being involved, it's all on the up and up. So, yes, unfortunately, it has been recently brought to my attention that during the entirety of the diplomatic summit, there was a possible enemy agent spying on the defenses of Camelot.
Untrue.
Oh, no. Oh, be horrible.
Yes, I am very sorry, Sir Cullen. It was, in fact, the entirety of the diplomatic summit minus 15 minutes.
And it was a very efficient and well-protected 15 minutes.
Yes, but you're ignoring the nearly 2 entire days that this 12-year-old boy was able to run around overhearing heaven knows what.
Just normal secrets, right?
I'm not the one that was ignoring.
Yeah, I was about to say, were you sure there was a 12-year-old boy that was running around? It wasn't like, I don't know, maybe a 16-year-old boy pretending to be a black dog.
A 16-year-old boy pretending to be a white dog.
A black dog.
A black dog.
Yeah.
A 16-year-old boy pretending to be a black dog.
Yeah, wandered around with a big pelt that looked like it was maybe it was a wolf, but he wasn't really acting like a wolf because he was being very, very nice, and if somebody threw a ball, he would go bark, bark, and he'd run after it and then bring it back. I don't think wolves do that.
No. It was very funny. He was doing tricks in the square.
This is something you both saw during the diplomatic summit.
I brought him home a couple of times. Oh, he was only here for a couple of days.
Which
yes, of course.
couple days?
Oh, oddly enough, the 2 most recent couple of days.
The most recent couple of days. So, the diplomatic summit couple of days.
Yeah.
Yes, I was so glad that a distraction showed up while I was searching for the boy.
Yeah, it was real nice. And you know what? I figured that maybe just dogs or 16-year-old boys that like to dress up and look like dogs, they just follow summits or something.
It's probably going through a phase.
Yeah, I figure it was a phase.
Well,
anyway, I taught them how to play cards in the guard's tower.
You taught the dog boy how to play cards in the tower.
Well, yeah, because, it's only 16, can't go to a bar.
And, Sir Penn, which tower was this? Was this the North Tower?
Oh, no, not the North Tower. It was the East Tower.
It was the East Tower, yes, the intelligence wing.
Well, they got the best tables for cards.
Yes, tables filled with interesting things, documents, maps.
You take me for a fool, Hector. Hector, I'm not that much of a fool. The dog boy and I cleaned up all the papers before we played on the...
Yes, of course. How foolish of me. You cleaned up all the papers.
Oh, you know what? They're very smart too, because I was like, we should put these alphabetically, and they went bark, bark. You're right, bark, bark. And then, you know what? Smartest dog boy I've ever met, because they did it. And then they asked me if I wanted to do it in some sort of a number system instead. And I didn't know what they were talking about. So I said, no, maybe not. And then they said something about, oh, it makes sense. Probably isn't around yet. My mom just told me about it. Woof, woof.
Oh. That's very strange. What strange times we live in.
Strange times, yeah. Something about a Dewey. You got to Dewey it somehow. No.
Yes. So
one must do it somehow.
The dog boy's mother told him about something that does not exist yet.
That's easy. Anyone could do that.
Yeah. Have you ever thought? I've got thoughts like that. I've got tons of thoughts about things that don't exist, but maybe they should. Have you ever thought about putting a spoon and a fork together?
Oh, that's blasphemy. You can't do that.
Like a spoon?
A spoon and a fork together.
So would it be a foon then?
A fapoon?
A foon.
A fapoon. A fapoon.
A fapoon?
A foon.
Well, wouldn't that compromise the functionality of each?
No, I think if you put them together, you can make them stronger. They're stronger together than separate.
Stronger together. Yes, yes. Stronger together. Oh, I think that might have been in the oath I allegedly took.
Yes, it is in there.
It's in a squire contract for sure.
Yes, and a foon. A foon, Ector. Or
yes, so,
an arch knight.
We're getting a bit far afield here. So, I'm now given to understand we had perhaps not one, but two enemy agents spying on Camelot. So we had Mordred, whereabouts unknown, and we had this dog boy, whose mother is clearly, at least to me, the notorious Madame Mim, who, like our own Merlin, ages backwards, and therefore has knowledge of the future.
Oh.
Well, imagine what they could have learned if they weren't supervised for that 15 minutes.
It's a good thing I had my eye on them the whole time then.
Mom always said, quarter of an hour, downfall of a kingdom.
Ding.
This...
Holy shit. Oh my God. That was fantastic.
Take me for a fool? We cleaned the papers up.
Well, there you have it, folks. The plot certainly is thickening here in the kingdom. And, well, will it, will we be able to add broth and make it liquidy again? Or will it just completely seize and crack and break into bits? I'm not a baker.
That was good.
Wait, we're making a sauce. What about that is baking? I'm really confused.
You're confused.
Yeah.
So tune in next time to find out what happens next in this plot about the Municipal Knights as the plot thickens. Thanks ever so much. Or should I say bon voyage? Or should I say keep on keeping on?
Regardless, I'm going to say butts.
See you later.
Good night, folks.
Congratulations, you've made it to the end of another episode of Wasting All the Time, an improv comedy podcast. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. If you really enjoyed the show, support us at patreon.com/timewastepod, or go to wastingallthetime.com.